Pisces, welcome to my channel, Arcana Rising. My name is Colleen and this is your reading for February 2019 for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So, I'm doing live readings this time only because honestly it's a lot easier with uploading videos. It goes a lot faster, so it helps me get these readings out a lot quicker for you guys. Okay, so Pisces, I did some meditation beforehand and my friend's texting me. Okay, she can't hear the music. I have music playing in the background here. Hey Google, volume up. Alright. See if you guys can hear that. I feel like that's really loud, but we'll see. Okay. Anyway, where was I? Okay. So Pisces, so when I was doing a meditation for you guys before I went live, I'm checking in with my intuition, with my guides and everything, and seeing what comes up for intuitive messages for you guys for the month of February. And I got cleansing and detoxing were a big thing, as well as heart opening. Alright, Jess, let me know if it's too loud. Sorry, she's on watching. So yeah, heart opening, cleansing, and detoxing. I also got supportive community and releasing doubts coming up as well. So it feels like the people that you surround yourself with this month is very important in helping you to clear away the things that hold you back, really. I mean, and that makes so much sense when you really think about it. If you're around people that are crappy and have really poor habits and aren't supportive and are always negative, it's going to be harder for you to step up. I mean, there's always a potential for you to rise above it and really step up here. But what's going on here? I've got my paintings in the picture, really. Welcome to YouTube Live, where everything, you see everything going on. All the bloopers. Okay. But yeah, it makes a lot of sense because if you're around shitty people, it's going to be harder for you to really fully step into the person that you're meant to be. You know what I mean? So, okay, Pisces. So I'm just shuffling the cards and really tuning into your energy here. I'm going to be pulling 4 cards. I'm using the tarot deck that I'm actually going to be giving to everyone that attends my workshop this month on February 23rd. It's in Wilmington, North Carolina at Terra Soul Sanctuary. And we're going to be talking about how to use tarot as a form of guidance for love and relationships. So learning relationship spreads, learning about the cards, specifically the Lover's card really in depth, as well as, learning how to interpret like the major arcana cards in regards to relationship readings. So, and then we're going to also be like practicing with each other. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that's in February. And also I wanted to mention that if you are looking for a personal reading, for a love or relationship reading, I'm offering a deal for this month only for $22 to receive a love and relationship reading. You can go to the information below this video, and there's a link that says book a reading. Just click that and you scroll down a little bit, you'll see love and relationship readings, and they are written out, and I will email you the information you know, as soon as possible. So thanks so much. Okay, that's my little advertisement. Sorry. Okay. Oh, Pisces, you guys are like one of my favorite signs. So, there we go. Got one card. And then I'm just tuning in to get the 3 more cards. Thank you for your patience. Oh, there's the other one. You know, it's really interesting because I just did the Aries reading about an hour ago. And the energy was so high and I was so nervous. And now that I'm doing yours, I feel very mellow and very calm. So I'm wondering if I'm just, I'm pretty positive. I'm just like picking up the energy of the signs for the month. So that must be something for Aries, that high nervous energy is going to be a thing this month. And then for you guys, it feels very mellow. Oh, okay, you got 2 cards for the last one. Okay. And then I'm also going to be using the Romance Oracle cards from Doreen Virtue. I'm going to be pulling 1 card at the end. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay, so this is interesting. We have the 7 of Wands here for the beginning of the month, along with the Ace of Cups. And so it feels like there's some real opportunities coming your way. And you know, it is February, Valentine's Day is coming up, and we have the Ace of Cups here, which suggests the potential for new love, opportunities, anything concerning the heart is something that's really coming up for you guys. And that's interesting because I did mention this heart opening energy for you guys. And obviously we have Valentine's Day as well. But we also have, you know, these 2 next to each other. I feel like this is like protecting your heart, like really being defensive in terms of new opportunities for love. So there could be some really great potential, you know, relationships presenting themselves to you, but you're hesitant to approach it, probably because of past relationships where you haven't felt like you were fully accepted. You know what I mean? So there's this this aggressiveness, or like this just this defensiveness, feeling like you're being attacked kind of energy towards the beginning of the month. And I feel like it's connected to this desire for new love, but not fully being willing to accept it, or trying to defend yourself in a new relationship. Like maybe you have entered into a relationship that other people aren't approving of, and you're constantly defending yourself, you know, saying that this is something that is beneficial for you when maybe they see it differently. So that could also be like defending your choices in love is like something that's coming up here. Defending your choices in new relationships. So that could be with people that are outside of the relationship, which it could potentially be because there's so many different ones here and you don't see who's on the other end of it or if there is anyone on the other side of it. This could all just be imagining, like imaginative, like you were just automatically going in defensive mode in regards to love because maybe that's something that you're just used to doing from the way things were in the past. You know what I mean? Or there is an actual group of people or just a couple people that are voicing their opinions about how you are interacting in certain relationships. So that's just something to really keep in mind, like just paying attention to your reaction in this situation. I mean, this is the new moon time. I mean, tomorrow's the new moon, and like you'll be feeling it today, you know, tomorrow and the next day intensely. And this is the beginning of the month energy for you, like defensiveness. And you know, with the new moon, we really want to be clearing away old cycles so that we can allow space for something new, which would be new love for you. And also I feel like this is just really talking about this heart opening, cleansing and detoxing energy that I was talking about a little while ago in the beginning of the video. I mean, all this water, it just feels like it's washing away this energy. So like if you find yourself wanting to step back into your old defensive ways in terms of relationships, I really, really strongly recommend like pausing and giving yourself the space to like just like wait on it before you give any sort of reaction to those things, because it doesn't affect anyone more than you. You know what I mean? And just let it wash away. Just let it all wash away. And this should really just be a time where you are releasing these old patterns of like blocking opportunities. You know what I mean? So that you can really embrace what you really want, which is some real deep, intimate love. You guys are such lovey-dovey people, and yet it's difficult for you to maybe see when you're in relationships that are not like 100% healthy for you. You know what I mean? So this feels like we're clearing away those old habits and stepping into something more pure. And it's interesting is because like when you allow yourself to clear that stuff away, or just like let it go and not like cling to that energy where you feel like you always have to explain yourself, or you have to it's like going against the grain, like fighting for your right to be loved and to have love in your life. Like instead of approaching it in that way and letting it go and allowing yourself to really receive something pure and true. It's interesting because you go straight from the Ace of Cups right to the Nine of Cups. So it doesn't take much for you to really dive all the way in with love. And it's like it's all in the same month and it's right next to each other. It's like one moment you're starting something new, and the next minute you're fully immersed in it, like head to toe, you've completely dove in, and here you are. You know what I mean? Nine of Cups, like is feeling really complete, feeling very satisfied in terms of love and emotional healing. You know, those kind of aspects, which, you know, I do need to make it clear here that when I talk about emotional healing stuff, it sounds really nice, but it may not come out as sweet as you would think it would, you know. So it might be a little bit difficult for you to make this shift in the beginning of the month, but just, you know that it's for your benefit, and you can get to this place where you're really beginning to feel whole. There's still ways to go in terms of emotional healing and emotional fulfillment, but you're definitely feeling closer to it than you were in the beginning of the month. There's also a little level of like greediness here as well. So just be cautious with that energy as well. Like, he's got a lot of great stuff, a great abundance coming his way, and he just sets it up like trophies and is just like basking in the glow of his accomplishments. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind, because maybe this could be you are receiving a lot of love, a lot of gratitude, you know, a lot of emotional abundance that you're just storing away, when really we need to have a little bit of balance of offering that energy up to others as well. So I'm not saying give it all away, but I'm saying, you know, just keep that in check during this month. You know, are you like constantly with your hand out, like, how can you fulfill me emotionally? How can you make me feel complete? When really it should be, how can I make myself feel whole? How can I make myself feel complete? You know, that kind of energy. And that would be by offering it up to others in a healthy way, So just, you know, keep that in mind, definitely, this month. Then we have the King of Wands and the Four of Swords came out together. And this is very interesting as well, because I feel like once you get a hang of this emotional, like, I'm trying to find another word other than emotional, but this energy of like giving and receiving kind of energy, once you get the hang of that universal flow there of the giving and the receiving, like, you really get a hang of other areas of your life, and things really start to come together, and you'll feel very, very empowered towards the end of the month, to a certain extent. So it's like you have the potential to take over the world, or take over your personal world, now that you've worked through all this stuff emotionally speaking. Like, you really have a potential to really rule your domain with some serious energy here, with some very motivational energy, and like this desire to dominate all other areas of your life. It like sparks something in you, and they're like, wow, I really did this, and now, like, what else can I do? So like, that energy is there for you for the taking. But then there's this also potential to stay stuck in your mind as well, and prevent yourself from moving forward. So it can go either way. You can get stuck in your mind, or you can let your heart, you know, surge you forward, because there's a lot of heart healing, a lot of heart opening going on this month for you guys. And if it's really dependent on how you approach this month. If you allow yourself to go through this healing process and allow this heart center, this heart chakra to open up again, and allow yourself to let those opportunities for love flow back in, it's going to fill you up to this point where you're going to have this courage to really move forward and, really take charge of your life. But if you are not willing to do that work, then it's gonna be a tough month. It's gonna be a difficult month, and then towards the end of the month, you're gonna be reflecting back like coulda, shoulda, woulda, beating yourself up, feeling stagnant, feeling stuck, feeling like you can't move forward, like mentally paralyzing yourself from taking action in your own life. And this is like the epitome of action. You know what I mean? So there's a potential to really allow yourself to fully step into who you're meant to be, or there's a potential for you to sink back into old habits and old ways of being, and to create this mental prison for yourself and prevent you from, acting at all. You know what I mean? So it really can go either way, and I feel like it all is dependent on how you react to certain situations in the beginning of the month. If you are challenged with this need for defending your decisions, don't give in to that. Don't give in to that need to explain yourself or